What credit score do you need to buy a house in 2026? The answer depends on the loan type. So let's break it down clearly. When people search minimum credit score to buy a house, they usually assume that there's one universal number. There isn't. Your required credit score depends on the loan program. For VA loans, the Department of Veteran Affairs does not set a minimum credit score. When you see a lender say that they require 580 to a 620 credit scores, that is their internal overlays. If your score is below 620, it doesn't automatically mean no. It means we would have to take a full look at your file. For an FHA loan, there are credit score requirements. FHA requires a 580 or above credit score to qualify for a 3.5% down, or a 500 to a 579 to qualify for 10% down. A lot of lenders require 600 plus to qualify for FHA loans, which again is an internal overlay. FHA is more often forgiving when it comes to credit scores compared to conventional loans. For conventional loans in 2026, there's no minimum credit score. However, 620 minimum credit score is still recommended because there are a lot of fees that will occur under that 620 mark. You're looking at a 680 to a 700 credit score to get the best rates. The higher your credit score, the better your interest rate and your mortgage insurance terms. It's also important to know that your credit score is not the only factor. Lenders look at your debt to income ratio, your payment history over the last 12 to 24 months, your employment stability, your cash reserves, your recent late payments or collections, and that can mean more when it comes to looking at your overall file. A 640 credit score with a clean payment history and no recent delinquencies can be better than a 720 credit score with recent late payments. What if your credit score is below a 580? If you are below a 580, you may need a credit improvement plan. Paying down credit cards can boost your credit quickly. Removing errors from your report matters. Reducing your utilization below 30% on your credit cards can increase your score. Sometimes a 30 to 60 day strategy can change everything. So realistically, in 2026, VA often 580 to 620 credit score, or a lender who will look at your full file. FHA 580 or above for 3.5 down or down payment assistance. Conventional, you're looking at a 620 minimum, but your approval is always going to be based on the total picture. If you're still searching what credit score you need to buy a house in 2026, the real answer is it depends on your loan type and the strength of your overall file. Speak with the lender to find out what will work for you and your particular situation.